Yo, what's good? It's your boy Brisk right here. And today we here with your culture updates. Today, first, we're going to talk about Joe Biden dropped out the presidential race. Let's take a video to check and look out and see what's happening over here.
We have breaking news here. President Biden has announced he will stand down from the race. I'm going to read the statement here on my phone. We also have Tim Miller, who's going to be joining us shortly. My fellow Americans, over the past 3.5 years, we have made great progress as a nation. Today, America has the strongest economy in the world. We've made historic investments in rebuilding our nation, in lowering prescription drug costs for seniors, and in expanding affordable health care to a record number of Americans. We've provided critically needed care to 1 million veterans exposed to toxic substances, passed the first, thank you so much, I'm just going to read off the paper here, passed the first safety law in 30 years, appointed the first African-American woman to the Supreme Court, and passed the most significant climate legislation in the history of the world. America has never been better positioned to lead than we are today. I know none of this could have been done without you, the American people. Together, we overcame a once-in-a-century pandemic and the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression. We've protected and preserved our democracy, and we've revitalized and strengthened our alliances around the world. It has been the greatest honor of my life to serve as your president, and while it has been my intention to seek re-election, I believe it is the best interest of my party and the country for me to stand down and to focus solely on fulfilling my duties as president for the remainder of my term.
It is definitely good that Joe Biden stepped down, because after that debate he had, everybody in the world knew that this was not the place for Joe Biden to be. Like, he was not ready to be running the country. And the fact that he dropped out of the presidential race, I kind of feel like, is he still ready to be running the president right now? I don't know. So that is that. So the next place we're going to go is, everybody know that there was an attempt on former President Trump's life in Pennsylvania during one of his rallies. And so right now what's going on is Secret Service Director is getting questioned, and we're going to check this out.
The assassin on top of the AGR identified?
I don't have that information.
Is that something that you've heard of?
No.
Were ATF agents present at the rally?
To attend or to work?
To work.
Not to my knowledge.
How long did the counter sniper have crooks in his sights before the shooter opened fire on President Trump?
I don't have that specific timeline.
Will you be able to tell us if he communicated with other agents on what he was seeing through his sights?
I kind of feel like if you're the director of the CIA, you should come prepared knowing the timeline at minimum. I'm going to continue.
Once I have that information, absolutely.
Because we need to know why he waited for multiple rounds to be fired at President Trump before the threat was neutralized. We need to know if he was given an order to hold fire. Now, it's you've excused the roof of being unmanned because of the slope of the roof. Do you continue to assert the slope of the roof as a credible reason for leaving this position undefended?
First, I'll go back and correct that there was no order to hold fire. Our agents and officers have the ability to neutralize a threat at the time
So you
that
don't
they
know,
see it.
I'm sorry, you don't know the communication that was taking place or how long he had him in his sights because you haven't spoke to him, but you do know that there was no order to hold fire.
I can tell you the way that our personnel are trained. They are trained on the use of force scale, that when they see a threat, they are authorized to neutralize that threat. They don't have to ask for permission.
You excuse the roof being unmanned because of the slope. Do you stand by that assertion?
The roof was not covered with an individual on it because there was overwatch provided.
Apparently not. No, there was no overwatch provided. This is very evident. President Trump was shot. A man died. There was no oversight provided. I find this rather maddening, especially now knowing that you do have answers from the FBI, who you have been passing the buck to this entire hearing, not answering a congressional hearing, members of Congress, while you are under oath and under a subpoena. I find it maddening that the director, that our country has come centimeters away from oblivion under your watch. You have answers. You are refusing to give those to us, directing us to the FBI. And this entire thing is a waste of time. You are responsible.
That's pretty wild. And the CIA director is in a very, very scorching hot seat right now. I know she over there is perspirating and sweating. Her underarms must be hella musty at this moment because I know she's getting this heat. Let's move on to the next story. This past Friday, we had CrowdStrike out here tripping. They out here tripping blue screen the hell out of so many machines. But we're going to talk about it right here. Let's let this video tell y'all what's going on.
Today, you should probably just go back to sleep because your Windows work computer will likely have a blue screen of death. Today, millions, if not billions, of Windows computers got insta-bricked around the world thanks to an update pushed by enterprise cybersecurity firm CrowdStrike. And it's bad. Airports are shutting down, hospitals are unable to treat patients, the banks aren't able to get your money, and the Arby's drive-thru window went down, forcing people to hunt stray cats in the street just for food. What's hilarious, though, is that a top cybersecurity firm just messed up the global economy in a way that the evil hackers they protect you from could only dream of. In today's video, we'll take a look at the technical side of this disaster and find out how such a catastrophic mistake like this can even happen in the modern world. It is July 19th, 2024, and you're watching The Code Report. Corporate America is in panic mode right now because everybody's work computers are bricked, and that means the hamsters can't keep spinning the wheels. A huge number of Fortune 500 companies use CrowdStrike for cybersecurity. It's got over 500 clients on the Fortune 1000 list. Its primary product is called Falcon, a tool that provides endpoint protection using artificial intelligence and analytics to detect threats in real time. It is publicly traded and its stock is down right now, and for good reason, because everybody's blaming them for causing Windows to deliver its blue screen of death. Luckily, Mac OS users and Linux chads are unaffected. To understand why, we first need to understand how CrowdStrike's Falcon sensor actually works. It's installed just like regular software, but integrates with the operating system at a low level, often using kernel mode drivers, and basically just sits there in the background looking for anomalies. It collects telemetry data, produces reports, and offers a bunch of other incomprehensible techno-nonsense products to justify multi-million-dollar enterprise contracts. But the bottom line is that it's third-party software that sits in the critical path of a computer, which means if it fails, the entire computer might fail. And that's exactly what happened here. Apparently, an automated software update last night had some bad code in it, and every computer that got that update is now dead. Now, part of
And that's a pretty much good synopsis of it. I'm not sure how many people out there or IT or really understand this, but it's bad when a computer go to blue screen of death. That is terrible because applications run on top of computers, and those applications are needed for the business to run. And for the business to run, a lot of businesses could not run when they computer just went straight blue screen, and applications don't like getting shut down in the middle of them working anyway. So this is a very bad thing. This is said to be the biggest IT failure in human history. And I know IT ain't been out that long compared to human history, but that is a very, very strong statement to make. And even though it's a very strong statement to make, it is a very true statement as well. So that was CrowdStrike. Hopefully you were not impacted by CrowdStrike this past week, but we're going to move on to our next topic. All right. Now what we have here is a U.S. men's basketball team playing against South Sudan. And apparently they almost lost this weekend, but LeBron came through in the clutch and made sure we ain't lose. But I'm going to let y'all check out some of these highlights right here.
Loose ball to 4. 2 to tie, 3 for the lead. Who wants to be a hero? It's Thor for the lead!
How about this team?
There is LeBron James. Thor will pick him up.
Cole all over Steph.
LeBron drives for the lead. He puts it in. With 8 seconds remaining, South Sudan has a timeout to use, and they will use it as LeBron James with 23 points has put the U.S. back on top. It'll be Shayok to inbound, White defending it. Jones trying to get free. Into Carlik Jones. 6 seconds left. Carlik Jones on the drive for the lead. The flip throw by Gabriel. A second attempt now. Davis comes out with it.
So the United States pulled that win off, barely. And LeBron, it's ridiculously good that LeBron is still as fire as he is. And he got drafted in 2003. I think he's the only person from the 2003 class that's still out here playing. And LeBron be playing hella minutes. He played hella minutes in the NBA, and he's still out here in the Olympics crashing out. Now, it's a few haters out there that was like, oh, this your king, talking about LeBron. Oh, this your king, barely beating Sudan. This ain't even Olympics yet. Not even Olympics yet. The first Olympic game is July 28th against Siberia. It's my bad, not Siberia. Who they playing? Serbia. July 28th is the first game the U.S. men Olympic team will be playing, headed towards that gold medal. Now, what do we got next? Let's see what we got next. Oh, women's basketball got them bees. Let's check this out.
The WNBA is on a roll this week, signing a new contract with broadcasters worth an estimated $2.2 billion. That's with a B, over the next 11 seasons. This more than triples the value of the league's media rights amid increased demand for women's basketball. Festivities for the All-Star weekend tipping off the night with the three-point contest. The Dream's Alicia Gray winning that, and tonight is the highly anticipated game that we're going to see rookie superstars Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese named to the WNBA All-Star team. They face off against the USA women's national team that is headed to the Paris Olympics. That team, including longtime WNBA icons like Brittany Griner and Diana Taurasi. Joining me now to break it all down, ABC News contributor and columnist.
WNBA got them bees, as in billions, baby. That's pretty good. Like, it's in the triple size of their revenue share. The ladies out here getting their money up. Some people think it's because of Caitlin Clark. Angel Reese said it's because of her. It could be because of both of them. I know Angel Reese be in the news. Angel Reese is fly. I'm going to keep it real. Angel Reese is super fly. She's probably the flyest one in the WNBA to me. And Caitlin Clark be out here balling. I'm just glad for the lady. I'm going to give them a hand clap. That's a great thing to be going on. And it's a good time for the WNBA. Yeah, congratulations, lady. On to the next topic, which is still covering women's basketball, because the women's Olympic team came out here and battled the WNBA All-Stars. And let me tell y'all, the Olympic team got their tails smacked. They got mollywopped. They almost got curb stuff out here. I'm gonna let y'all check this out. So let me play this video of the highlights from the WNBA All-Stars stomping on the Olympic women's team.
2021, a player to keep an eye on. Gumbawale was the MVP in that game for the All-Stars.
Agumike knocks down the elbow jumper. It takes 3 members of the national team to secure the rebound. Knocked away by Clark. Here's Clark ahead of the field. Caitlin Clark has her first All-Star points.
Live them first here right now.
Don't believe us now. Right.
Relive them.
Gumbawale flips it out. Jones, rainbow jumper is smooth. A good stuff with Stewie. Thank you, Holly. A 4-point lead for the national team as Gumbawale, what a finish.
Gumbawale was out here cooking, folks. And I'm going to just fast forward a little bit because we don't got a lot of time to be checking out the whole highlight. But Gumbawale had like 35 on their head, and I'm about to show the end of it.
Gumbawale with 24 second half points.
She put him up by 10 with that last one.
Great offensive board and pass from John Paul Jones. Steps into yet another one. Jackie Young, between quarter coach speech.
Gumbawale again. Team WNBA in control. It's a 20-point lead. I think it would be Miss Arike Gumbawale. Agumbawale, you bet.
Buckets.
There it is. An all-star record, 32 points.
Can we possibly say about Arike Agumbawale? We know she's deadly going left, deadly going right tonight too.
Now that has been all for the Brisk Culture Updates. Now y'all have a great rest of y'all day, and I'll see y'all another time. Peace.
You know, yeah. It's like extra, extra, yeah, fucking extra. Pressure, pressure.